Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry that I cannot be with you as I had planned. Thank you for your giving me the opportunity to present the result of third edition of Euroflora anyway. I would particularly like to President Leonardo Capitano and Secretary General Tim Brian Cliff for their presence in Genoa, which lent authority and prestige to the event. Let me say a few words to introduce Euroflora 2025. The venue for Euroflora has always been the Fiera di Genova since its first edition in 1966. Some of you may remember the splendid edition that took place every 5 years until 2011. Then come the crisis of Fiera di Genova company and the transition of the activity to Porto Antico di Genova company. In the 2018, Euroflora was reborn with a new format adapted to spectacular, smaller and strictly regulated outdoor spaces to historic park of Nervi for the second time in 2022. This was a temporary solution while awaiting the Waterfront di Levante in the old fairgrounds, which was taking shape in the meantime. From here, the Euroflora 2025 Back to the Future project begins, a completely new event in spaces, form and content. A new foundation for looking ahead and contributing the growth of the horticultural sector and to a new awards for part of visitors. Before I show you the most silent data, let's watch a short video and the final figures together that highlights the most significant new features of the event. The location. The Waterfront di Levante, as I've already underlined, is an important example of urban regeneration designed by the architect Renzo Piano, the same who restored the old port of the city, the historic part of the Genoese waterfront. Waterfront di Levante is much more than an exhibition area. It's a place in the city center to live, work, spend free time. The extraordinary natural setting recreated with great skill by our 400 exhibitors in name of sustainability. The proposal in the field of innovation and research. The direct dialogue with visitors of all ages, with lessons in floral design, bonsai, and meeting with important scientific communicators. A further step forward has been taken in the choice of recyclable materials for installation and careful distribution of the plants at the end of the event. Because at Euroflora, as this year's slogan says, nature take its place, more and more.
Euroflora is one of the most important florales in Europe, recognized by AIPH. Founded in 1966, has reached its 13th edition, thanks to the ability to renew itself and maintain close contact with production realities and anticipating new trends. The new exhibition site, Waterfront di Levante in Genoa, is one of the most interesting examples of urban regeneration in Italy. A seafront urban park of 30,000 square metres will be created and used for the first time on occasion of Euroflora. The exhibition surface is more than 85,000 square metres. The size and shape of the renovated Palasport have allowed an installation that has made the most of the circularity of the spaces and highlighted the use of sustainable materials composed of recycled and recyclable cardboard cylinders. The 4 open-air theatres, the arenas of Euroflora 2025, were one of the novelties of this edition. 150 events were scheduled, including meetings with experts and opinion leaders, presentations of research and technical studies, alternating with musical events and meetings with writers and personalities from the world of entertainment, the exhibitors. Overall satisfaction with the event was good, 3.7 out of 5. Satisfaction with their own participation was higher, 4.1 out of 5. Intention to participate in future edition, 72.5%. The exhibition spaces are not just an artificial reproduction of nature, but rather authentic recreations of diverse natural habitats. Each has been designed with particular attention to solutions that help contain and mitigate climate change, as well as excessive water and land consumption. 400 exhibitors, 154 garden spaces, 12 landscaping projects in competition. Participations from France, Monaco, Netherlands, USA, China, Thailand. This edition supported the industry, counting on important partnerships, including the Italian Trade and Investment Agency, which financed an incoming cycle of buyers, more than 80, from various markets around the world to Genoa. Monday, 28th of April, was preferential for business operators. Conferences and technical studies carried out by the main sector and professional associations accompanied the duration of the event. During Euroflora 2025, there were competitions for all exhibitors to reward the best Italian and foreign participants. There were 254, divided into honour, design and technical competitions. The prize pool is over €150,000. The juries are composed of 110 members. A scientific committee was composed of 7 highly regarded experts in the field. Euroflora 2025 was committed to reducing the use of plastics and plastic-derived materials. In the future, the goal is to obtain ISO 20121, the standard certification for sustainable events. The organisers have confirmed the winning choice made in the last editions. Use of public transport to reach the event. Train and bus. Use of recycled and recyclable materials for general setups and separate waste collection from setup to dismantling phases. Distribution of the plants donated by exhibitors at the end of the event to schools, municipalities, retirement homes and social institutions. Euroflora 2025 was a premier showcase of horticultural innovation and technology. Innovation and research. Space, 5. Functional prototype for a space greenhouse, presented by Franco Malerba, the first Italian astronaut. Innovation and research, IIT. The Italian Institute of Technology has presented innovative technologies focused on sustainability, the circular economy, and smart agriculture. Innovation and research, Nemo's Garden. It's an underwater biosphere, a visionary scientific project that applies cutting-edge technology to cultivate terrestrial plants underwater. visitors observed a full-scale above-water reproduction on the floating docks, allowing them to explore its construction and operational mechanisms. Education and sustainability events. Interactivity. Coldiretti, in collaboration with the National Research Council, CNR, presented research highlighting the vital role of plants in fighting climate change and promoting health. The bonsai lessons were very popular, with the 5-day masterclass by Japanese master Naoki Mioka. The floral composition workshops with the master florists of Affi, Federfiori, the Ligurian Florists Collective. Events for kids. Activity aimed at the visit of children was conducted by teachers. The workshops of the Carabinieri Forestry Corps and the Forestry Corps of the Kitese Carabinieri Unit, and by Confagricoltura. This was a design competition for students in the final years of primary school to create green spaces within their schools. The event attracted 200,000 visitors, with an average age of 49.7, with 37.6% of attendees coming from outside the region. 45.4% of visitors were attending for the first time. The youngest age group showed a satisfaction rate, 88.4%, and likelihood of returning, 88.9%. On a scale of 1 to 5, the average rating for the overall experience was 4.1. 78.5% of attendees would recommend Euroflora. 86.5% plan to attend future editions.
Nature takes its space back. Genoa became the symbol of a vision, of a project for the future, in which urban habitats are designed in a more respectful and sustainable way. Euroflora 2025 communication project has been developed to achieve the objectives and distinctive features of a major international event. Content views: Facebook, 12.5 million. Instagram, 3,1 million.
Thank you for your attention. See you soon at Euroflora 2028.